What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have the event quest, the new event quest boss, which is first one is Spot. So he's definitely a little bit complicated. So first I'm going to explain how his abilities work and then the nodes that we have for him. So this guy is all about spots. So he has a 20% chance to gain a spot every time he is struck. So basically, right now we're hitting him with Gwenpool, and he's got a 20% chance to gain a spot. But because Gwenpool reduces the ability accuracy as the fight goes, there is a less chance that he's gonna get that. And then what happens if he gets spots? So if he gets 5 spots and you try to hit him, he will gain the untouchable passive, and that will cause all of your incoming attacks to miss for 5 seconds. And then that pauses as well during his special attacks. So you definitely want to watch out. Like, I think I triggered this untouchable passive only once in this fight because Spider-Gwen is really good. Sorry, Gwenpool is really good to reduce the ability accuracy and to like avoid for him getting a lot of those spots. But then there's another way that he can get the spots, and that's the easiest. And then there's one way to remove them as well, so or prevent them and remove them. So another way that he can get those spots is basically if you hit this guy in the block, each hit you hit him with the block, he gains 1 spot. So let's say you do a 4-hit combo to his block, he's gonna gain 4 spots, and that's just very easy for him to gain 4 spots. And also something special about this guy is that if you hit him in the block, he stays in place. So you cannot like use your attacks into his block to just get some space, because this guy will just stand there, you know. So it's definitely a little bit weird because this guy just wants you or wants to get you in the corner really quickly, especially with his special attacks, because like his special one, he travels a lot of distance. So I avoid baiting the special one from that guy. Basically both of those attacks you can just outrange, but the special 2 doesn't cover too much space as a special one. Like as you can see here, special 2 just outrange those 4 hits and then you can go in. So speaking of going in after specials, if you go in after this guy's special attack, you remove 1 spot from him and he cannot gain spots for 4 seconds after that. So that's one way you can remove spots. Just go in after his specials, which is pretty easy. You just gotta get familiar with the animations. And then another way to prevent him from gaining any spots is to have a disorient effect on him. So while this guy is affected by a disorient effect, his portal blocks do not give him any spots. So portal blocks are basically the when you hit this guy in the block. So if you have a disorient, you can hit this guy in the block as much as you want, and he won't gain a single portal block, which is the defensive basically spots. But he will still gain those, or have a chance to gain those spots from hitting him. So ability accuracy definitely works very good here. So basically I think the best option is like get someone with ability accuracy and just avoid hitting him in the block. But then as you can see here, he's got 10, so he also gains 1 spot based on how much power he spent on his special attack. So before he threw that special 2, he had 8. Then he threw that special 2, he went to 10. And then if it gets to 10 with a special attack, he will activate his untouchable passive on his own, and there's no way you can prevent that because it happens when he's doing his own attack. It's not defensive ability accuracy, it's offensive. So and then if he activates that the untouchable passive, basically you cannot hit him, and if you try to hit him, he will inflict you with some rupture effects lasting for 10 seconds that are actually pretty strong as well. And if you miss, he will retaliate, obviously, and you're gonna take a little bit of damage as well. It's physical damage, so yeah. So yeah, even if you try to counter his miss, you will get rupture. So you would either need to be rupture immune or like have sustainability to work to like counter him. But let's talk about the nodes really quickly, because this guy's, I want to go for his abilities first because they're pretty complicated, and I'll sum it up in the end. But his nodes, so it says stop hitting me. So if we try to bypass his phase effect or untouchable, he will gain indefinite furies, which can max out at 10. So you can see here, because we have ability accuracy, he doesn't trigger his untouchable passive. And because if after Gwenpool goes 50 more hits, he's got no ability accuracy. So because we're preventing them, he got those 10 furies. And then also, whenever you inflict him with a disorient, the duration of your disorient effects is reduced by 10% the next time you would inflict it. And it can go up to 0. So after 10 disorients, they will have no effect. They will not last for any while. And then there's stun vulnerability, which makes this fight pretty fast. That's why we played it 3 times so far. And I'm gonna play it one more time just so I can explain it really quickly. And then the last node that this guy has, or 2 more nodes, bubble shield. So each block hit reduces your ability or block proficiency by 4%. So a little bit annoying. And also after 10 stacks, the next attack is gonna be unblockable. So make sure to see that. That's the red shield right there. And then polka dot power. Polka dot power, basically, in order for you to gain power, you gain 12% of a bar of power per second while the opponent is suffering from a damaging overtime effect. So the only way you can gain power here is if this guy is suffering from a damaging effect. And in this fight, we have Gwenpool with the bleed, so we can gain some good power pretty quickly. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Spot. Now to sum it up, basically this guy has a 20% chance to gain Spot. If he gets 5 and you hit him, he will activate the untouchable passive, which will make you miss for a little while. I think it is yeah, it is 5 seconds. And then there's it doesn't go on cooldown. It's just his spots reset when that happens, and he can gain them by blocking. Each hitting his block grants him 1. There's a 20% chance he can gain 1 if you hit him in the face. And then also he gains for each special he throws. So special 1 grants him 1, special 2 grants him 2, and special 3 grants him 3. And that's it, man. If he gets 10, he will activate it on his own. He is stun immune through that period. And then if he hits you while he's got that active, he will rupture you. So basically that's how it works. Now let's get over to the best options for that guy. Okay, so the best options for that guy, I will go to the skill class. So I would say Falcon is one of the best options for that guy, probably because he's got very good ability accuracy reduction. And if you do that, he cannot gain a single spot when you hit him, even through the block. Like even if you hit him in the block, he won't gain any buffs or any spots. The only way he can get them is from popping special attacks. So yeah, and even if he gets some, you can just retaliate and just remove 1. So you can really control his spots. Then I would say some other good champions. So we have Gwenpool. She reduces the ability accuracy quite a bit. I would say Hitmonkey is really good because especially in this node, you need some damaging effects to grant you power, and he's got that as well. And also he's got a disorient, so that is really good for not letting him gain those spots from hitting him in the block. So definitely on the top there, we got Massacre. He can gain, or he can apply some incinerates, so he can grant you some power and get to that special 1. Sorry, here you can get to the special 1, get that disorient. It lasts for 12 seconds, so it's quite a bit of time. But keep in mind, after 10, you won't get any duration, so hopefully it doesn't get to that point. And then that is pretty much it for the best counters. Like ability accuracy reduction is really good for that guy. So yeah, make sure if you want to bring someone for disorient, like I tried bringing Joe Fixin on my stream and it didn't work because I don't have a way to build up to my specials to get disorient because polka dot power. But Massacre and Hitmonkey do that for sure. And also Craven. Craven applies a disorient on his Scav attack, so if you need that, it definitely helps. But yeah, man, I think the best counter for this guy is like ability accuracy, so he doesn't gain any spots that way. Like even with Gwenpool, we countered his 20% chance to gain on basic attacks, which was fine. We couldn't counter his blocked attacks, and I'm sorry I mentioned like Falcon can prevent that, so he can't. basically you cannot reduce his ability accuracy on the spots when you hit him in the block. So he's only going to gain some on the block, but you just can avoid hitting him in the block. So yeah, it's not too bad. And then if he gets too many of those, just parry once and hit him, he will activate the phase, and you're gonna miss for 5 seconds, and then you're just gonna wait for 5 seconds, and then it's gonna go on 0 again. So yeah, hopefully that helps, because this guy can be really tricky, and I really hope this video helps you a bit. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.